Hello, y'all. Hey. Okay, so I don't know, my computer was glitching. It was going in and out. I didn't know what was going. I was trying to play my intro video, but it's not working for me tonight, y'all. So, um, we're gonna keep rolling with the punches. So, like I said, hey y'all, hey, it is your girl EbonyK, actress EbonyK, podcaster EbonyK, um, mixologist EbonyK, y'all. Y'all already know how I go. I'm gonna roll with the punches, and that's just that. So we'll figure out all the schematics later. But for now, we are live, and I am back. Welcome back to me. Yes, so it feels really good to be back. Talking amongst y'all, being able to speak my voice, talk to the people. Hey y'all, everybody checking into the comments. I appreciate y'all for coming, screaming with me. Make sure y'all share the live. This is the first episode of Sugaboxx Talk with Cocktails. We will get into the cocktail, which I do have a cocktail today, which is very delicious. Um, I would say this is more inspired by my grandma on my dad's side because she was a gin drinker. She drank more of the gin side of things. So this was inspired by her. So I would call it a nice little wildflower. Yes. So let me get the cocktail. We're gonna get into that. All right. So here we go. This is my nice little cocktail, and it is made with gin, y'all. So y'all can check this out on the streaming on the I'm gonna post a video for how I made the cocktail, all the ingredients you need, how you need to make it in order to have that layer, if you kind of see it like a sun rising. But there is no orange juice in here, no pineapple juice or anything like that. It's made with passion fruit lemonade. I topped it off with a lemonade Trulies to give it an extra. Uh, it does have a shot of gin inside of here as well, and at the bottom that is grenadine. So once you go and check out the cocktail hour video, it will show you and explain to you everything in proportioning for this cocktail. Okay, y'all. So we're gonna say cheers. We already know cheers before the show starts. Cheers. Ooh. Mm, now that's good. So y'all, I have missed y'all, and I know a lot of people have a lot of questions. A lot of people, I have been in the podcast. I like to call it the podcast blogs lately. Okay, because I have went through major transition in my life over the past year. Yeah, past years, and just just staying quiet and not really saying what has been going on in my life or what has been taking place or transpiring or where I've been going, like moving to. Everybody just see me traveling, see me going this place, going that place, see me posting somebody, and all the speculation. I mean, I get it. Be speculatorial, okay? I get all the speculation. I get it. So we're gonna go ahead and cross some of that off the list. Um, because y'all already know it's EbonyK, and I always have something to say. So if you have questions, please put it in the comments, and I will answer as I see your comment. It's best of my ability. I do see a comment right now that's asking about the cocktail portion. Johnny of a Jackass podcast. Y'all make sure y'all check that podcast out because I am on there. Go see my episode and a lot of more people with a great host. Daisha Corey is a great host. And make sure y'all check that out. So they say, do you do old fashions? Of course I do old fashions. I'm cocktails. I'm a mixologist. I do whatever. Okay, that's number one. And number two, I make whatever. I can make I can make whatever you could taste in your mouth. Let's put it that way. Whatever you could taste, whatever taste you have, I am a culinary expertise when it comes to drinks. Okay, as well as I can cook, I can make a cocktail. Okay, that's what makes a woman well rounded. Okay, so y'all, I'm just gonna touch on a few things. I want to let y'all know what the topic is today. So the topic today is mainly because what we're discussing, I'm kind of clearing the air on everything. It's about healing and also about being in tune with reality, because you have to heal. You have to, be in tune with reality if you're looking to grow, if you want growth. You know what I'm saying? So these are things that happen with age and over time, with learning experience, with not wanting to compete, with not wanting to be competitive with the same patterns, not wanting to just keep doing the same things over and over again. So with growth and age, you learn how to be more in reality. If you can, stick there in that place, because all you're gonna do is keep growing more and more and more. So things that piqued your interest from back when, it's not gonna pique your interest as you continue to grow. But if it does, and you're growing in age and you still have the same interest as you had when you was 16, 18 years old, yeah, you need to you need to go see some therapy. You really do. You got to go see some therapy, which helped me a lot. Therapy was a big part of my healing journey. So this is what caused the big, as everybody say, every band breaks up. So this is what caused me, because apparently, I guess I'm Beyonce and I chose to leave the group. So this is what caused me to leave the group, to venture out on my own, and to accept and want higher standards for myself, and knowing what I needed for me to grow and to be in the mindset that I knew that I wanted to be in. So I had to separate myself from people, from certain places, from certain things that didn't pique my interest anymore, that I no longer had a bother for it, if you want to put it in that sense. I no longer had a urge for it, a bother for it, an interest in it. So I feel like it was wasting time at this point, and no one has time to waste. Time waits for nobody at all. Because one thing they say, you do not know the time nor the hour on when your time is going to be up. So wasting time in a situation or in a place where you have outgrown, or a place where you can feel that it's no longer serving purpose for you, that's just, idle time. Idle time, idle mind, what they say, the devil workshop. Okay, that's that's what my mama was, my auntie would say, the devil workshop. Idle mind, idle time, the devil workshop. So so it just, all these things are things that cause you to stay stagnant and not reach towards the goal that you're trying to go to. Like, everyone has an epiphany in life where you see the vision. You see what God has put in front of you. You see where you're supposed to be. You see what you're supposed to be doing. Now, it's up to you to drink the water. It's up to you to accept the the past and move on. Period. So, um that's just letting y'all know a little bit. I do have the exact questions that y'all were asking me, so I'm going to answer those as well. I'm gonna look in the comments a little bit with a little ice cube. He back on the drinks. I like to do, it's just a blend of cubes. So I like to use the bigger ice cubes, mainly for old fashioned. I'm gonna go back to that real fast. Just answer a little comments in the comment section. Um, and correct, yes, I really love this one. Everyone healing journey is not the same, and that was a big thing for me in that partnership, because you can't tell somebody how they supposed to heal or how fast they are supposed to heal. You can't say that to somebody. Like, you can, you can have like an idea of what you feel like, oh, well, you shouldn't stay in this for long, because you could give an understanding on why things happen. But at the same time, you cannot tell somebody how to heal from a situation where you wasn't even there. That's okay. And then on top of that, you cannot tell somebody that they need therapy, but you don't need therapy. That don't that don't make sense there. So yeah, I really like that answer, Carlos Andrews. Thank you. Okay, that was a good answer, right? I really like that. I like that. Um, we got another one. What level have you reached in your healing process? So, okay. So the level for me in my healing process, of course, healing process doesn't happen overnight. You always are going to be still healing. And for me, my healing process was so deep. I had so much stuff that was bottled up that I didn't even realize that I didn't overcome. Like, I felt like me praying and me just accepting and understanding and just accepting what happened, and you can't change the past and things like that. I felt like that I was healed. But deep down inside, the choices, the decisions, the people, what my standards, what I was accepting in my life, all had played a part in that I was not healed. Because when you reach a certain level of healing, you understand what you are going to accept in your life and what you're not. And it's easy for you to stand 10 toes behind that than be more reluctant to say, give a excuse. So I would say for me, I have reached a level in my healing process where excuses is not an option for me. um I don't do the excuses. I'm at the point where I I accept things for what I see it is, and I accept what I want to accept because I know what I deserve. So if I feel like I'm not getting what I would deserve, or I feel like I'm not getting treated correctly, or just even in work situations, life situations, not just necessary relationships, but just surrounding myself, like places I go, even places I go, I still might be like, I don't know if I should be in here, like, because I got myself on a certain standard now. Like, certain places, I go in there and I be like, yeah, this ain't even my vibe. This ain't even the vibe for me, So I feel like I'm at that point of my healing journey to know what myself, if that makes sense, like to know myself and what I accept, you know. Um, so let's see what we got. Michael Lewis. Okay, it got to make sense. That's one thing. That's one thing for sure. It has to make sense. So that's another thing. Like, if it don't make sense, I ain't doing it. Like, it just come with age. I feel like that right there comes with age, mentally, like with age. Like, it has to make sense. Like, we just not out here willy nilly trying stuff. Like we ain't got no type of education, or we don't got no type of experience on the consequences. Period. So I like that. That's a really good I like that right there, Michael. That's good. What we got right here is ain't no such thing as a bisexual man. You are right. So, okay, you want to get into this discussion? That is part of my questions. I have questions that people have asked me. I narrowed it down to the top 4 questions. Okay, I only did 4. I had quite a few, but I felt like with these 4 questions, that kind of rangely answer all the questions that I have been asked. So, thank you, Journey of a Jackass podcast, for opening that up, because it is not a such thing as a bisexual man. Like, if you like men, you're gay. I mean, it's no in between that. Just because you choose to still want to deal with a woman, it don't make you less or gay. It do not make you less gay. It make you freaky. That's what it make you. It make you a little freaky. That's what it makes you right there. Makes you real freaky. I'm gonna answer a couple more comments and then I'm gonna get into the questions, y'all. So let's see. Michael, thank you so much. You are doing great with your healing. And you know what? That is always good to hear, okay? Because healing is very hard and people don't really talk about how hard it is to heal, because you be going through so much in your mind, because you have put in your mind that how you feeling, you have validated those feelings that are wrong. If it makes sense. Like, so healing is very hard because you're going against what you have told yourself that is right. So that's why I always say to talk to a therapist, to find you a therapist, read through their biography, see, do you relate to them? Like, do you feel like they could help you fill off their energy a little bit, and because it's very good to talk to that other person, to have that other person to tell you, like, okay, I get what you're saying, but let's be for real. So that's always good. And I really had my therapist is amazing. What made you evolve to this point? So what made me evolve to this point, honestly, I've been evolving over time because I recognize my power. So once I start going more into acting and I start seeing, like, okay, yeah, I'm really good at this, so I really need to get serious with life, get serious with something in life. And because I want to grow, I want more. And then just the people that were around me was building so many things. I'm seeing people, ownership of plazas, business owners, homeowners. Like, I'm just seeing owners. So that put in my mind, like, you know what? I can do this. Like, these are things that I want to do. So what am I doing that's causing me to not even reach my full potential? Because they're around in my space, because it's a place where I'm supposed to go. So that was a big part in involving me, just waking me up, seeing where I could possibly go, how far I could go. Then once I start getting a lot of recognition for acting and stuff like that, that really, like, okay, it's time. You know what? It's time to grow up. You ain't got no kids. You've been out here playing all this time. It's really time to grow up, whether if you have kids or not. It's time to grow up, period. So once I had a health scare, once I was diagnosed with paphidomia a year ago, and that right there, because with paphidomia you can eventually go completely blind, so for life, for the rest of your life. So imagine, like, I could see today, but I might wake up in tomorrow and everything is dark and I will never see anything again. So cherishing just the beauty of life, that gave me an extra fire up under me, that okay, you you don't know the time or the day. That kind of just put that extra fire up under me, like, I need to do all I can do, because you never know. You never know what can happen to you. So that's what really, those are the two major things that push me to evolve. Health, and just wanting more for myself, being surrounded around people who have more, and I wanted more as well. Thank you for that question. So okay, shout out to Shelly. All right, so yes, and that's it right there. Celebrate your small wins, because wins as well as your big wins, and that is correct. I celebrate all wins, because it take a lot to get that small win. Anyway, it take willpower, determination, consistency to even get the smallest win. So yeah, I definitely celebrate those, y'all. Thank you for the comments, y'all. Keep commenting. I'll get to them and read them as I can. So now we're gonna go ahead and get into these messy gossip questions. Make sure y'all share as much as you can. Make sure y'all are sharing, and make sure y'all please like. So let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and let's see which questions. They was hitting me with some hard questions, y'all. I'm not even playing. They was hitting me with some hard questions. Like I gotta pick the mic up because they was coming at me hot and heavy. They want to know. They want to be in my business. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, no, but okay. So you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and jump this on out there. So first question they are asking. They asking me, what happened to Midday Vibes? All right. So, Midday Vibes, as everyone knows, Midday Vibes every Wednesdays at 2 p.m. It was a whole vibe. We did 3 seasons, award-winning duo podcast at the Oscars. One of the best podcasts out of Detroit that was making an impact on the community, on the people around, and also encouraging other people to let their voice be heard too. And that you can have a podcast, you can put your voice out there, So for that, it was very heartbreaking to, not have Midday Vibes anymore. But like I said, I'm sure Beyonce was heartbroken to leave Destiny Child, but she had to do what she had to do, Beyonce. And now look at Queen Bee. So, nothing really happened to Midday Vibes, but, when my co-host was keen on doing something else in life. So their passion for podcasting wasn't there anymore. They had found a passion for something else. So when you find yourself with a passion for something else, because podcasting, you really have to have your mind on that. Like it takes time. Like you really have to devote a lot of time to podcasting. A lot of time. So if you have, she was in school, so she had a lot going on. So podcasting was her last priority. As for me, I still had things going on, but what her priority wasn't my priority. So for me, I wanted to keep doing the podcast, but she didn't have time to. So therefore, that's where the part come from. So, eventually I'm sure she'll be back in the podcasting world, doing her own thing. And, she's the voice of the people. You will hear her loud and clear. And she will be doing her thing. But for now, it's me with Sugaboxx Talk with cocktails, y'all. So yeah, that's what happened to Midday Vibes. If you want to still watch Midday Vibes, it is available on YouTube. You can stream it whenever you like. You just go to Midday Vibes on YouTube, MIDDAYVIBEZ, and all episodes are on there, available to be streamed anytime at your convenience. All right, so now we're gonna get to we're gonna go ahead and do this other question because I don't be doing that. So they wanted to know, are me and my past co-host beefing? We are not beefing. Like I wish her well. I hope she wish me well the same, but there is no beef, at least not on my side. And I know it's no beef on her side. Like she doing her own thing. We both doing our own thing in life. And you could do your own thing and still not have nothing to do with each other and not be beefing. So I'm just gonna say that. The other question y'all want to know, oh Lord, I think my mama on here. Jesus. Oh, okay, let me see what you say. Midday Vibes was an amazing door opener for what you're doing today. It was. You are correct. Because it showed me and it prepared me to continue my own voice. And I had my, my own voice, my own opinions and things that I needed to get out to the people. Because one thing I'm going to do is let the Most High use me as a vessel in order to give whatever he wants to be given to his people. And that's just that. So, yeah. Now, the next question, they want to know, am I still gay? I'm going to run these two questions concurrent. So they want to know, am I still gay? And have I went, or wait, am I still gay? Have I went back over to the other side? All right. So let me explain something to y'all. Let me explain something. Let me put the mic down to explain this. So, and let me get a drink because this right here. Oh, God getting in my business. Okay, so am I still gay? Let's answer that question first. So let me tell y'all something. Honestly, I don't know. Okay, let's go here. So my infatuation with women started at a very early age. That's what I'm going to call it, an infatuation. Because how it started was bad as hell, head start. Little boy pull his pants down. He say, "Look, I got a Vienna sausage." We look. I said, "Oh, I didn't want that." So my friend, now that I know, little hot ass girl, pull her pants down, and she say, "Look at what I got. I got a pair." I look. It looked like a pear. The pear looked way better than the damn Vienna sausage. I'm cursing now because this part of the show just called for this. So let you get a drink too. I bet you do need a drink on this one because this is getting deep. So, all right. Now, I didn't like the Vienna sausage. Okay. I did think the boys was cute. But I did not like what was inside their pants at the time. Because my auntie used to make us eat Vienna sausages every day. When we came home from school, we had to have Vienna sausages and saltine crackers and grape juice, the communion grape juice, and saltine crackers and Vienna sausage or some water or ginger ale. So I was, that's what I thought it was, and that's what I thought it. I just it was just nasty for me. So from there, you know, I explored more with the pair. Now, as I got older, I wasn't ever in a serious relationship with a female. I think I had one relationship with a female, but it never was out loud. So my very first out loud relationship with a female was with a stud. So to me, when you look at it in a psychological way, I would say that I'm not gay, because when you look at it in more of a psychological standpoint, I feel like females that date studs genuinely still like men. Like, don't shoot me. I'm just saying, look at the facts. One, the girl dressed like a boy. Two, she tried to, still have a male persona. Three, you still are the more feminine in the household than the girl. So you're still on a more feminine standpoint than a masculine standpoint. So for me, that's, you're not gay. You You just need to go to therapy. Yeah. And you need to heal whatever trauma you have against men, because that's what I needed. Okay. And then the next question is, and which is gonna be the last question because we gotta get out of here, y'all. It is wrapping up. So this is the last question. Have I went over to the other side? So, two, I guess you could say I went back over to the other side because I was with a woman for a while. So, but I have always, I want to just make this known, I have always been in a relationship with a male. So, my first relationship with a female was with a stud. So, I've always been in a relationship with a man. That's something that I've always been in. So I wouldn't say so far like I went back. I always been there. I don't think I left. Mm. Yeah, I don't think I. Yeah, I didn't leave. Yeah. So that's to answer that question. I did not leave. Yes, if you want to know, I do have a man. So we're gonna close the show with that. Y'all. Now that I have answered the questions, I'm going to do us a table topic. I'm going to do one table topic, which I'm introducing in the show is table topic time. These are topics, questions, um, topics and questions to a great conversation, y'all. So this is what it's about. Conversation rule the nation. And so we all need to know how to communicate and be able to be a ruler. We are all rulers of oneself and one realm. Because one thing for sure and two for certain, nobody can see out of your eyes but you. Okay? So let's see. I'm gonna pull a question. Well, just a little bit. I'm gonna pull a question. So, question. Who's the most optimistic person you know? The most optimistic person I know, I would have to give it to myself. I don't feel like I know anybody more optimistic than me. um, a lot of people like to say I live in some type of like dream la la land of imagining things are going to happen, and for me, it really do happen. I mean, you might can't see my vision, or you might can't see how it's going to happen, but it tends to work out for me in the end. So I will give the most optimistic person to me. Y'all put in the comments, let me know who is the most optimistic person for you, to you. Um, if you feel like it's yourself, or whoever you feel is the most optimistic. So, y'all, that is our table topic for today. Check out the show next week. Make sure y'all are subscribing to Sugaboxx Talk with Cocktails Live podcast. Make sure y'all go and watch the Cocktail Hour, okay? Cocktail Hour is a separate video that will be posted on the Sugaboxx Talk with Cocktails Live podcast YouTube page. So make sure you go watch the Cocktail Hour and make sure you send in those cocktails, okay? Send the cocktails in. I will make them. I will try them here on the show. Any cocktail. It could be nasty. It could be something that you thought of, and you just feel like you want to see my reaction. Send it in. I'll give you my reaction. I will. So send that in. And okay, we got one person. My daughter is the most optimistic person I know. Okay, that's T. What did I say? So, y'all, like I said, thank y'all for this great show today. I hope I cleared the air as much as I can. I hope y'all got a better understanding of my new journey and the new person that I am and where I'm headed and where I'm going. And we could leave that old stuff in the past, Look out for episode 2 next week. I have amazing guests on there. I mean, a great guest, top tier. So make sure y'all check in for that episode next week. Also, my birthday is next week. So shout out to all the Pisces. It is Pisces season. This is episode 1, and I couldn't did it better. And that's the Pisces way. All right, y'all, and we are out. Bye bye.